So in Buddhism we have two types of meditation, right? We have a kind of concentration meditation, or sometimes translated as placement meditation. And then we have the analytical meditation. So placement meditation helps us to concentrate the mind on a particular object. That is needed. Yeah, we need to focus. We know the story when you read a book and then a few pages down the line say, what did I read again? Right? So the same with if you're in meditation, you don't have concentration, you're wasting your time. That's what we call in Buddhism, distraction is a waste of time. So that means you need to concentrate. You need to develop kind of placement meditation or concentration meditation. So what does that do? Placement meditation or concentration meditation helps our mind to focus and abide on one particular object. Yeah, eventually, if you accomplish samadhi, then you can focus on the object according to your wish. That's important, right? Because the more focused we are, the more progress we make in our analytical meditation. So that's definitely needed. But even if you accomplish samadhi, even if you're capable of staying on your object according to your wish, right, is a very pleasant and blissful state. Yeah? As long as you stay in that state, it's fine. But we cannot stay in that state all the time, right? We have to deal with people, right? So that means when you come out of that state, although your mind is much calmer, that's a benefit, and you're much more aware, that's another benefit, but it doesn't really, by itself, eliminate destructive emotions, right? So for that purpose, we need an analytical meditation. And the analytical meditation is there, why? Because our destructive emotions, they use logic. I don't like this person because of this, because of that. I don't like this situation because of this, because of that. Although all reasons are not valid, but the mind is capable of reasoning within a few split seconds and then believe it. That's what the destructive emotions do, right? So now in the real analytical meditation, which comes from the Tibetan word, generally speaking, meditation in Tibetan, the term gom, right? The term gom means habituating yourself to a positive pattern. And that's exactly what happens in analytical meditation. So in order to transform the mind, and in particular, to transform the destructive emotions like anger, attachment, ignorance in particular, and also modern forms of difficulties and mental difficulties like anxiety, fear, depression, then it's only possible to change those mindsets by the power of reasoning. And that's why if you do reasoning in a very structured, concentrated way, and that's why you need concentration meditation. If you do that in a constructed, very kind of profound way, then the transformation happens over time. And that's exactly why analytical meditation is so important. And then eventually, in order to cut ignorance, you have to realize ultimate reality. And to realize ultimate reality, we cannot see, we cannot hear it. We have to think about it. What is ultimate reality? So, what is emptiness? Right? So that's the only way out of samsara. You need kind of an analytical meditation, right? Yeah.